Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6 with me, FalseSymmetry. Today we have apparently bubbles around us. It seems like I might need a bit of a shower or something. I'm not sure why I stink, but I think it's something to do with this turtle shell helmet and a conduit that seems to maybe be around here. Is that what it is? I do not know, but today we should be working within here, so hopefully we shouldn't have those bubbles affecting our vision for too long. But yes, like I said, we're working in here today, which I'm super pumped about. Like, super excited about, because I haven't worked in here in ages, and because it's the new year, or at least this should be going up New Year's Day, I think, more so than New Year's Eve, so it should be 2019 when this video comes out, which is also very exciting. I'm not usually usually one to be super excited about a new year, but I don't know, I'm excited to see what the new year brings. Hopefully it is good stuff, because 2018 hasn't been the best year for me, for the most part, so yeah, 2019 is always a new start, a new year, and hopefully some fun stuff is going to happen. I want to see if I can jump in that hole there. I've just said I wanted 2019 to be good, and here I am going, ooh, I wonder if I could jump in that hole, but you know what? I'm feeling it. Yeah, that's a good sign, isn't it? That's a good omen for 2019. But anyway, yeah, today we want to work down here. Because, guys, I need to get rid of these particles. They are really annoying me. There we go, much better. We can see clearly now that the rain has gone. Sorry, lyrics of... What song is that? I don't know, Bewitched or something? But yes, today, one of these rooms is going to get absolutely a massive upgrade. Because these rooms, as you may or may not be aware, have been taking me ages to dig out. These rooms are huge. Absolutely huge, and I've sort of started planning out a little bit in the walls what's happening here, but what you guys might not be aware of is that these rooms are like 4 of these tall, because we're going to be getting rid of this. That was scaffolding. We are going to be getting rid of that as well, and if I don't have it, oh no, I do have ender pearls. Perfect. If we ender pearl up here, you will see that, yes, we also have this level and also that level. So these are going to be really tall rooms. You're going to be able to see the ceiling from all the way down there, and we seem to have a slime friend. So that one's definitely already out of the that was already out of the running for which corner we would start in because of the obsidian I'd have to dig up, but now it's even more lethal than I realized. So I think maybe this one might be the one to work on as far away from that as humanly possible. So I think first things first is I really want to get rid of this floor, but maybe not. Maybe what we'll do instead is get rid of this floor so we can start to really see exactly what we got going on here. And I need to be careful how much I dig out. I don't think I need to dig out much more than that. So I'm going to try and dig out as little as I can. I'm also going to try and not get stuck down here, because that's not fun either, and I need some stone in my inventory, so let's go grab that from here, and also probably slaughter this slime, because otherwise he's going to slaughter me, which is not going to be fun at all. Who knows, I could probably make a slime shop after this this episode, that is for sure. So whilst I'm working on this, I should probably actually explain the whole plan for these rooms. Now, there isn't a super solid plan. The actual things that are going inside the rooms haven't been decided upon yet, but I really want to get myself a blank canvas that is going to be able to be filled with whatever I want. So I'm going to decorate the rooms in quite a posh manner. Like, I want statues within these rooms. That is 100% something I want, which is why I dug out these little areas here, because I'm thinking we put the statues within the walls. That could be kind of cool. And also I think I want a sort of, if I can, some sort of like dome-like roof. I want these to be as grand as the exterior of this place. Holy poop, that scared the absolutely... That noise, dude, it's like I've got, you know, Alien from the film Alien. Dude, that sounds like that for some reason to me. I haven't seen that film in ages, so maybe it doesn't, but dude, that was terrifying. I think I might have to turn that up in post for you guys, because that's going to be quite quiet, but my goodness. That's a bad omen. See, we've had a good omen. Now we've got a bad omen. I don't know how today's video is going to go. Let's hope that we actually come up with something decent for the new year. But yes, as you can see, it's starting to come together. We have the first and second floor already opening up to one another. This floor is sort of, I guess it's the second floor. It's a bit more of a balcony floor, but like I say, there's so many opportunities for rooms within the walls that, yeah, this place could definitely open up so many doors for us for things to make. That, and we're connected to the ravine as well, so man, we could go crazy with the farms in 2019, that's for sure. So, any suggestions for things I might need in this space in particular, like a throne room for example, let me know in the comments below. Well, at this point, 7 words come to mind, them being biting off more than I can chew, because once I get rid of this little layer here, you'll soon see what my possible issue is. A little bit of a sneak peek there. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get rid of this. It's getting very, very dark, and boom. Yeah. I've just done some tidying up there, making that all stone, because that's going to be where the ceiling is. I don't know what the ceiling's going to look like yet, so haven't even got any ideas in my head. So I'm just going to literally leave the ceiling for perhaps another day, because that's going to be the hardest thing to make, obviously being as high up as it is. But as you can see, yeah, this would make quite a nice throne room. I'm not actually kidding. It will look kind of great. But yeah, let's look at what it looks like from back here. This is what all the rooms are going to look like. Yeah, you can really, really see, I think, the height of it. Especially if you stand back here. You can you'll sort of see a ceiling up there. I guess it won't be clear from back here that it's all one room. But I really like the doing 2 different parts. So having this big room down here, I'm thinking of adding staircases here and here up to the 2nd level, because the 2nd level is super cool and also really, really hard to get to apparently with an ender pearl. You know something's far when you can't ender pearl to it. Yeah, so this is the 2nd level. It's just sort of a balcony level. We're going to have like bars perhaps across here. So you can look down into that, and you can also look up into the hopefully tall ceiling. I think the ceiling might interact too much with other farms and stuff. When I stand over in that corner, I can hear the chicken cooker from the ravine. So I do think I'm actually quite closer at this point in time to the ravine. So we need to be careful here. We can use that to our advantage. We can have little cut throughs from this room. We can make it feel like the ravine has broken through into this build. We can do a lot with that. So I'm not too worried about buildings of my own or Rendog's interacting, because we can make that work. But anyway, statues are our main thing for today, so I want to use them in there and there. That's going to be taller, and that's going to be taller as well. But as you can see, we haven't got as much scaffolding or like planned out areas down there as some of the other rooms. So I'm going to get some half slabs together, some more polished andesite, and I think what I'm going to do is add like columns. I'm going to add like a column there, like build these up basically to the next level. And we'll leave this top half for another day. But yeah, I need to add some structure here, some pillars, some more little things like that. But that's boring, so I'll bring you guys in once I've done that. Right, the place is looking quite industrial actually. I've sort of made them come over a little bit, because then we can put the fences and have blocks in between with torches on. That might work quite nicely. But I've just decided I want to add a pillar here, which luckily does line up to this one, just to add that little extra bit that sort of separates the room when you walk in from down there, and looks quite nice. Let's take one look from the front again. Yeah, that's really nice, isn't it? Yeah, just symmetrical. It just works really, really nicely. Feels super, super grand now. Now you've got the vertical. Like, I think if you want to make a building look really, really tall, really long vertical lines help so much. I feel like this looks taller than it did in the last clip, actually, which is craziness. But there's also some pillars up here that I forgot to continue up to the ceiling. So I've been thinking a little bit more about these stairs, and I think, yeah, here is where I want them. They're going to be stone brick. Everything in here is going to be stone, by the way, for now. We might add colour later on, but because of the exterior being mostly grey with the purple accents and also the water accents, we will add them later. It's easier to add them later rather than during, because you know, you don't want to go too over the top with the colour, and you might find other places to put colour. So like waterfalls, I could, you know, put like a waterfall in front of the door, you know, so you have to walk through it to get into the room. Or I could put it in front of the statues or behind the statues in these little areas that we're going to dig out. Or, you know, it could be part of the ceiling. Like, you know, you don't know what's going to look good until the room is planned out. At least for me, that's how I work. So I think, oh, what do we do next? Do we do, yeah, I think staircase is next. Then maybe the floor. Again, with the floor, I'm going to wait till 1.14 to do something crazy with the floor. Well, not crazy, but I'll have more blocks to work with, basically. One being stone half slabs. But yeah, I think we're going to half slab this floor. Make it perhaps look quite grand. I didn't want to go too over the top with it, but, you know, because I'm going to have to use these stone blocks, they're quite bright. So it's probably going to stand out the most for now. And that won't be bad, because it'll mean maybe the ceiling can be quite plain. But anyway, let's work on the staircase. Let me grab some stair blocks, and hopefully that'll line up and work quite well with our design so far. Okay, so I think if we're building a staircase... Oh, you know what? I want the staircase to be three-way. Yeah, three-way, much better. So let's build like a fake wall here. It doesn't really matter too much. Doc sleeping there is reminding me I've probably got phantoms, so we need to be careful not to stand out here for too long where there's skylight. But I think if we start building it perhaps here, this should work. So we will go with just a singular stair in the hopes that it comes out in a good spot above. I also need to do this as well, so let me finish this up real quick. Okay, didn't like where this was lining up, so I've changed it now to be here. Because this one was going to go way too far. It was going to like end up here, which is not good. But this actually has worked out quite nicely. It means that we can sort of make this work. I've just thought I don't actually like this pillar very much going all the way up there, so I think I'm going to move it to here. It makes a lot more sense that it ends there. That does mean that this bit doesn't make sense now, so I don't know if I've like miscounted things and that's the issue or not, but I don't know, things like that are going to need to be tweaked at some point. But this is why we're working on one room and one room only at a time, because I know what you're thinking, I could be working on all four at the same time, doing, you know, everything, you know, separately, well, at the same time, like with the same materials, to save myself time, really. But ultimately I don't think that's going to actually help us out very much, so we're going to go with making one room 100% correct, and then it should be easier to, I think, do the other rooms, because then I've got like a good template to use. But yeah, we're not going to have any lights on this staircase, I don't think, 'cause it isn't necessary. And also, it should look quite nice being quite dark, yeah. Oh, you know what, dude, I like that. Oh, look at this staircase. Oh, dude, actually, that looks really great. And then we're going to have the matching one over on that side as well. We could even add a staircase like here as well. We could match it up and then have one down again that could maybe go to a different room, or even up. Oh man, staircases, just if you line them up in such a geometric fashion that we've done, I think it's quite nicely, you know, it's just, yeah, it's a nice thing that you can just easily, yeah, I don't know, man. I actually quite like it being 2 wide as well. Yeah, because if it's 3 wide, it's going to interfere with the, yeah, it can't be 3 wide, it's going to interfere with the walls. 2 wide it is then. That looks okay. I'm actually quite happy with that, even though we did it wrong multiple times. Yeah, like that a lot. So let's do another one here. It's starting to look real spooky in here, like properly spooky. Look how dark it is. I actually have left some spawnable places, which I'm very lucky that when I just went to get some iron bars, nothing seemed to have spawned here. At least not that I've seen. Oh yeah, we've got the creepy noises now, the cave noises, which only appear when it's dark somewhere, so that's actually going to be quite nice for this. Although I don't know if I want to, like, do I want to make it bright and nice and that kind of thing, or like, do I want to, like, I don't know what kind of vibe I want to go for. I quite like that it's quite dark in here though. I've plopped some carpets on these, some little grey carpet that you can't really see, because I think that's going to just be quite nice. Then we can leave it all dark. It's why I'm working mostly with half slabs, and why I generally do when I get to projects like this. I enjoy it a lot. I'm not sure what to do here though. I think what we can do is do something like this perhaps. And of course I've run out. But yeah, that kind of thing will work. Let's grab some carpet. Plop that on there. Yeah. Oh my goodness, dudes. It's a bit too dark though, isn't it? I mean, like, there won't be any lighting on the ceiling. Yeah, it's too dark up here, but we'll add, I think, you know what, for now we'll just add a little bit of lighting. We'll add some lighting here, here, and also over here, just to give it a bit of a nice glow. We'll see if that looks quite nice, being in the corners. Yeah, the corners, that looks quite nice. Yeah, because I probably will use sea lanterns at some point. But I like this so far. It's nice. It's getting very, very dark though. So before it gets too dark, I'm going to light up the area around here and work in the walls, because the statues are hopefully going to be the main attraction in here until there are rooms. If there are rooms. I haven't decided what we're doing yet. But yeah, statues are going to hopefully look cool. I just haven't decided what we're going with yet. I'm thinking mermaid or mer person. I saw some really great statues of like mermaids when I searched for them, like, I don't know, a couple months ago for this project, and I think I'm gonna use them as inspiration, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to come up with a better design that's going to fit in such a small gap, because statues, unless you're making a big organic, they don't look that great. But yeah, I've also got a lot of work on these walls, because I should have probably done these when I was digging it out and making it all stone, but alas, I haven't. So as I was editing up the rest of this video, I've been digging out these holes here, which, by the way, I've got like a... I think that, you know what, I've just worked out what that was. For me, that looked like, at daytime, that looked a bit like my jellyfish from season 3. But I think it's the top of the lake that Tango's built out of glass. You can see out there. I don't know why I've got that glitch. I can't seem to get rid of it with F3A. It's really weird. Maybe I'll relog in a moment. But I've also done a bit of a pattern on the floor, which I think looks quite nice. In fact, let's go look at it from above, because I haven't done that yet. Ooh, yeah, we made it. Oh yeah, that looks quite cool. I was just trying to come up with something. Oh, I left this dark up here. Oopsie. I should probably light that up for now. That looks quite cool, right? I was trying to go with something not. Oh, I don't know. It reminds me of a scorpion somewhat for some reason. I'm not sure why. But you know what? Actually, you guys are pretty good at coming up with patterns. Is there anything like a symbol or something that I should, or maybe even 4 different symbols? We could have 4 different symbols for the 4 different rooms on the floor. Ooh, yeah, like earth, fire, wind, and rain or something. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I don't know how that would work with everything else we've got, but I'm sure you guys would come up with an idea, or something else. Maybe there's 4 different elements of something else, or I don't know. You guys are really good at coming up with things like that. I'm not big on like fantasy. There's not a lot of fantasy that I know too much about. Like, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan. You know, Harry Potter, I've seen the movies, but I can't really tell you that much about like the various details and things like that. So yeah, I don't know, or astronomy, or just anything where there could be symbols and stuff like that. I don't know, languages? I don't know, man. there's so many options of what to do here, but something that could go with the palace, go with the purple theme. I don't know. You guys, I'm open to ideas. But what we've done is added a bit of a staircase. This might actually, down here, end up at that level. I think it probably will at some point, yeah. Or it could go down here and then back up onto like this middle platform. But again, I still haven't come up with what we want to do here. I'm not sold on this star that we originally came up with ages and ages ago. But what I'll do is I'll leave the floor for now looking like it is, and we'll work on the statues instead, which this one's pretty ready to go. So I'm going to get my screenshot up of a little design I did in creative mode on a single player world and see if we can recreate it over here. And hopefully it'll fit. I actually haven't seen if it'll fit or not, but we'll soon find out, won't we? Otherwise I might be asking you guys for help as well for this, which hopefully not. Hopefully not. So I decided to actually show you guys my creative world, and it's very, very misty here because there are spoilers all around me. So, well, I say spoilers, ideas that I haven't made yet. But yeah, so I saw a design very, very similar to this. I think I've tweaked this a little bit, and you can sort of tell it's a bit of like a mermaid design, right? You've got the face there, you've got the bikini top and like sash, I guess. So that's why you've got the head there and then that there. and then it goes around and swirls around. I've added details like this and the buttons and things and the sign, and like I've tweaked it a little bit. And then I was like, that's going to look too bright and I don't really want to add prismarine to the design. Prismarine and purple doesn't really work that well. But then I came up with like a black and white version, which is similar but obviously a little bit different still. I wish there was a darker tone of grey that has slabs and stairs, or perhaps another block we could use perhaps for, like, I guess the skin tone and the tail. But so they're ideas, but I also started coming up with little ideas like this. Now that I think was recreated from a design that I'm sure if you've ever searched Minecraft statue on Google Images, loads of statues like this come up. But then I was like, you know what, let's make some smaller versions. And that's what I come up with. I came up with this little one here, who's sort of got like a little tail. Really cute. I like that guy. Might build him somewhere. This guy as well, sort of similar. And I think this one was my sort of attempt at, I don't know, making them a little bit more sea creature-esque. So I don't know. I like this one, and I like these two. Well, this one. But these ones are going to probably fit a lot better. I do like the water behind as well. I think that looks good. Or in front possibly as well, depends on how transparent the water is, but I don't know, I think I'm going to try and recreate this real quick in the game, see how it looks, and if not, if it doesn't work and we don't like it, I'll wait for suggestions from you guys, but it needs to be something that's quite, like, thin, like, doesn't have to, like, 3 blocks maximum, I would say, this way, and, I don't know, 4 or 5, well, I don't know, how big is the space we've got? The space we've got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess 4 really. I guess I can dig in the walls outwards a little bit more. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about, yeah, 3 by 3 perhaps. No, it has to be 3 by 4, doesn't it? Ooh, yeah. And however tall. I guess it needs to be fairly tall. But yeah, let me just build it in here. Grab some blocks to build it with, and we'll see. We'll just see how it looks. Sadly, I don't think it's going to actually work that well. And this is really bugging me. How do I get rid of this? Grab me a torch. Let me light that up, and does that fix it? No. Dang it. Stop it. Stop ruining my view. It's lovely and grey and boring, and you're adding too much colour to my build. Get out of here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I went AFK for like all of 5 seconds to watch Doc live stream because he's live right now and on the server. I was facing this wall and I just started getting a hit. Oh my goodness, dude, I saved that. I saved that so hard there. It was one of the biggest slimes I'd ever seen. I say that as if, you know, it was bigger than normal. But it was one of the big ones. Oh man, that made my eyes water. That properly got me. Oh dear. Took that jump scare. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting the blocks together to build this thing. So, yeah, hopefully in the next clip it'll be built. So other than the skeleton skulls, we have built it, and I really, really like how the glow looks, that is for sure. I need to quickly get rid of this torch up here. It's sort of bothering me. It's just sort of random glow out of nowhere. Speaking of glow though, it has helped me see that that is not stone. I'm actually going to add some variation to the walls at some point, but I had to get rid of the majority of like the granite and the dirt and stuff. But let's have a look from back here. Yeah. I like it. So the reason I've gone off with a design that sort of already existed is one, because it was great and accurate and just looked quite good from far away, which is what you're gonna see. Like, I think you can tell that's a mermaid, right? Or some sort of sea creature. And also I wanted to like base off the design, like I've changed things with this already from the original, but I've also sort of like, you know, kept it quite similar because scale wise it kind of works. But what I'm thinking of doing is keeping this tail. I really, really like how the tail looks. I think it's really accurate. I think I probably have missed a block there. That doesn't look quite right. There we go. So the tail looks great, and I could keep this sort of tail and maybe even mirror it the other way around for this one. We could actually mirror the whole design, in fact, which could be cool. But we could change the top of it, and we could make mermen as well as mermaids, I guess. Although would that make it mister? I don't know. There's something there. I guess that's not the opposite of maid. You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to do there. But yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. I do think, however, we do need some sort of colour in there. So I think what I'm going to try next is right in the back there. I'm just going to chop out a line there, fill that with water, let it flow down, and see if that looks good. Because that's going to keep, we're going to keep the glow that we've got here. We've put 3 or 4 sea lanterns in here. But actually, you know what? Let's dig this back one more. I've dug this back 2 already. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. But yeah, let me add the water in this little area, and hopefully that'll be the touch it needs, and we will tweak this design in 1.14 again. I will be changing, I think, is there polished andesite slabs? I don't know, but either way, if there's andesite slabs in any way, we'll change to those instead of stone brick, and the same with stairs. So we'll have this completely andesite, completely stone brick for the hair, and just block variation wise, it'll make a lot more sense, because there's a lot of, like, you know, groups of blocks that sort of don't really work for everything. Like this bit here's got stone brick and so is the hair. I don't know, it's a little bit weird. So that will definitely help this project. But yeah, I'm probably gonna try and tweak it as much as I can, because I don't really want to just copy someone's work, you know, straight off. Sadly, I don't know who the creator of it was originally either, but I'm sure if you go searching, you can probably find it. So credit to the person that did make this, but I've sort of tweaked it a little bit, and I'm planning on tweaking it more. So there's no worries there. I will try and make it a bit more original. But scale-wise, it just worked too well for me not to borrow it a little bit. So yeah, right, water time. Let's see if this looks any better. Gonna be honest, that looks pretty great, actually. I like that. Look how glowy it looks. Oh dear, imagine this whole place being dark and then just having the statues glow like that. It's almost like they're being lit up from the front when they're actually not. So the back glow actually works really, really well. Yeah, you know what? I really like that, actually. And I can tell that if we change up the design and can find some more things that work with it, it's going to work really nicely. The height is perfect, though. How many blocks tall is this thing, actually? If we count the stairs, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? I think it's 13 blocks tall. Oh, it works really, really well. Even from over here, I think it looks quite nice, because you're like, oh, what's that over there? And then you come in the room and have a look. Oh, yeah, I like that. We need more variations of this thing. Guys, oh, dude, I'm proper excited. This looks great. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that as it is. And I think we're going to just make the floor dark and then see how that looks. This is still bugging me, though. Absolutely, like, crazy. It's really frustrating. But, yeah, this downstairs area is starting to look really great. I'm really happy. So yeah, let's do the floor, and that will give us a better idea as to how this might look in the future. Right, I've just done a whole bunch of work on this, and I think I'm fairly happy with it. Things need tweaking, of course. I don't know if I like that up there. I just did something a little bit funny with that. But I do like the lighting at the front there. That's quite nice. I like how dark the stairs are. They do show a little bit of a glow, which I might fix. That's because there's a torch, I think, at the like underneath, I think, in here somewhere. Yeah. So I need to, I think, maybe get rid of that. But I've also put some lighting in the floor. But that's going to change. Let's take a look at it from above real quick. Yeah, up here is really nice. I think up here might be my favourite. I mean, I know there's no ceiling yet, but when there is a ceiling, I think that'll look really nice. And then we can have a look down here. Having glow in the centre. Yeah, maybe we'll just have one of those. Maybe we'll just have that one there. And I'm going to change it to a sea lantern, I think. And just have that there as something a little bit extra. So let's get rid of that. And then let's dig this down to there. And then I am going to have to change these to whatever it is they are. So that is going to be that. That's going to be that. And then we're going to need some then we're going to need some white glass in that hole. But yeah, I like this. I don't know how to get rid of that. It's really frustrating me. I actually don't know how to get rid of it, and it's visually. I mean, visually it'll probably disappear when I turn it into something inside there. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I don't think I want to put a frame around this, but it feels like it needs something. The walls need something. Basically, at this point, I need suggestions from you guys. So as you're already aware, there's a comment section down below. Any suggestions, any ideas that pop into your head, no matter what they sound like, if they're silly or crazy or awesome or whatever, just let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to get some of your ideas into this base at some point. I need a way to make that into a slime farm as well by the looks, because the slime's absolutely everywhere in there. It's been crazy all day. Slimes. Just slimes. Spawning everywhere. It's craziness. Even when loads of people on the server and stuff. They're taking over. So that would be kind of cool too. Maybe that'll be the slime farm room. Who knows? But guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy the episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys all in the next one. See ya!
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.